Greetings to everyone. Greetings to my young men, young sisters, right? This conversation that I'm having right now, man, is directed to the youth, to our youth, my youth, man, and it's like it's just kind of something's kind of weighing on my head, my heart right now, man. It's kind of mixed emotions, like we have this thing going on right now with the brother Keefe D. Actually, he's apprehended right now. He's in a situation where he's in the system in regards to having something to do with maybe even masterminding, the murder of Tupac Shakur. I want to first say that, I'm a Tupac fan. You know what I'm saying? Back in 1996, Tupac was murdered. And it hit the world, it hit the media, and it blew up from there, and it went wild, like wildfire. And it's like, I couldn't believe it back then. You know what I'm saying? Tupac, for me and many of my peers, my young guys that when we was young, back in those days, when it hit, it was like, yo, Tupac's dead. And I'm like, yo, he ain't dead, man. I couldn't believe it. I was devastated. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, he alive, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tupac, he made Machiavelli, like, so I had read the book and everything. I'm a Pac fan. You know what I'm saying? Pac is a legend. He's a role model. He's an idol to many people, and he's a missionary. You know what I'm saying? Like a revolutionary. And it's like, yo, it's crazy because when it hit, man, it was like, nah, man, he alive, man, he ain't dead. I couldn't believe it. I didn't want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? I read the book, when Machiavelli actually faked his death, you know what I'm saying? And came back and he conquered, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like, yo, people was like, yo, he on the island somewhere. He's somewhere, man. He alive. Maybe he got a different face right now. Tupac, was that type of guy, where he actually was like a black prophet. He was like a prophet for the guys in the streets, the guys in the hood. You know what I'm saying? He gave us information. He was giving us information, man, equipping us with the ability to navigate, through society and through what was going on in the world at that time. And this is one of the powers that Pac had, one of the powerful influences that he had on us coming up, man. So it's crazy. And I love Big too. R.I.P. to Big, R.I.P. to Pac. You know what I'm saying? Big major things as well. Ready to Die and Life After Death. I love those albums. And so it's wild, man. But when you look at it, the situation with Keefe D, who is said to be the Compton, Southside Compton, Crip, leader. You know what I'm saying? We know that back in 1996, where Orlando Anderson actually got stumped out in the MGM. You know what I'm saying? Right in Vegas after the Tyson's fight. You know what I'm saying? He got stumped out. By Tupac and Suge Knight and the team there. And it's like, yo, I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the situation. You got Keefe D, the said to be the leader of the Southside Compton Crips, the uncle of, Orlando Anderson, aka Baby Lane. And it's like, this happens to his nephew, right? You know what I mean? And Baby Lane had a reputation at that time. He had a status. He was